Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Knights of Honor 2 Sovereign. So today's episode is going to be the finale. I had intended to do 2 more episodes, so 14 and 15, and end on 15, just a good number to end on, and gives us time to do the war against Scotland and get their territory conquered, and then to do the end game claim victory and hope we win it. But whether or not we won in that vote, we were going to be ending the series. However, this will be the finale because I've already recorded this video once and it crashed to blue screen and I lost the video. I was 50 something minutes in, so it was over and it crashed to blue screen. So I've already spent that time recording that today, and now I'm having to record another video, the same episode. And this is not the first video I've lost. I'm getting a little irritated at the game. This is the 3rd video I've now lost because of it crashing to blue screen. I'd mentioned that I had 3 crashes to blue screen in the previous episode. So I had mentioned it in that one because I had lost a video that day because of it. Luckily, I was only like 20 something minutes in, but it was still frustrating. And then with those other 2 crashes, one of them was while I was recording and the other one was not. And so now with this one, with the 4th crash to blue screen, and I've lost 3 videos because of it, it's getting a little irritating, and it seems to be happening a lot more often ever since the last patch. The other crashes were kind of like pretty far apart. But basically both times I've recorded, these last 2 times I recorded here, I've had a crash. So it seems like that patch that came out this week has made the situation worse in some ways. Because yeah, I'm definitely experiencing more crashes, guys. So we will be ending it in this one. We'll just do as much as we can. But yeah, I've already recorded this. I've already done the war against Scotland, so it's a little frustrating that I have to do it again because it went very well the first time. So let's hope it goes, similar level of success this time. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be moving this army over here with Baron John. So in that video I lost. Norway never declared war, so I didn't have to fight him over here. I did build up the fortifications though, and then I brought Baron John over. I didn't really need him at that point by the time he got there, but I thought I needed him because Scotland had like a ton of armies and I was facing like huge battles where it was like double the number. My one army of like 4,200 or whatever I got was facing, I think the biggest battle was 9,000 something is how many I had to defeat. So I was vastly outnumbered and really needed a second army. So I started bringing the one over there, but I ended up winning those battles fairly easily. It went very well. The longbowmen were just tearing up their troops, and the heavy infantry did a lot better than the light ones, if they even reached me. One battle was like, I killed 3,000 something dudes and never lost a single man. Not one guy. Not one of my men died in that battle. They barely even fought me in melee combat because the longbowmen tore up their troops so bad before they got to us due to that longer range and the high damage they do. And then they engaged one infantry unit, and I engaged their general. And in those 2 melee battles, they didn't kill a single one of my guys. So it went very well, and I didn't actually need Marshal John, but I brought him over anyways, just because there were so many troops, and we'll do that, right from the get-go here. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of these troops. This is what I did here. I went ahead in that previous video. I went ahead and put these guys in here to defend, just in case we get attacked. I also built up the town fortifications. This is something we haven't had to do, I think, at all in this series. I have not built town fortifications because frankly we haven't needed them. It's something I very rarely do in this game because it's just not necessary. I find that because of the fact that you can't do the siege battles until after a certain point, until you get the defenses down to a certain point with the resilience or the other value that they have there, the defense rating. Because of that, I very rarely ever have to fight out the siege battles. Instead, I can bring an army to relieve them. So I don't ever need to build the defenses. It's just kind of a waste of money, honestly, since I don't actually use them. But over here, we will build those up just in case Norway attacks us this time, because it's it's a different video, so you never know what can happen. Things can go down quite differently, and typically they do. I don't often have to re-record an episode because of something crashing, but it's happened a few times. Obviously, with this series, it's happened several times now. We pissed off the Irish. They'll probably attack us. They attacked me in the last one. Leinster did not, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, anytime I do have to re-record a series, or re-record an episode, it always goes significantly worse. Alright, so same thing that happened last time here. They engaged them. More armies coming down, but we're going to go ahead and help out in this battle. They'll likely go inside the city. Oh, no, they're doing something different this time. They're actually getting involved in this. Okay, well, that's interesting because that's not what happened last time. Again, it's always going to be different. So I'll probably take higher losses because I can't fight this out. Because we got engaged in... Yeah, you almost want to... Well, they're probably not going to get here in time. And, again, Leinster joined this time. We imprisoned their king. Was he a merchant or something? Yeah, he was a merchant. So they had their king in our country. We have a loyalist rebellion over here. So the French are still having to deal with those loyalist rebellions because their people are still loyal to us, and I think many other cities might be our culture as well. So yeah, this didn't happen before. Leinster didn't declare war. Instead, it was them. So we have their king in the prison, and he's just a merchant. Now we could kill him. Let me see what his current situation is over here. All right, so that would cause them a lot of problems if you just straight up killed him. You could also accept their ransom offer when they send it because he's not likely to be leading troops. So just what hurts them the most? Does killing their king hurt them the most? And then, of course, we're going to take some hits here with our own nobility, I believe. Although here it says Leinster's nobility opinion will be reduced if we execute him. Yeah, I feel like we should just execute him, guys. Just cause them those problems that they'll get from having a new king. Now, this could be a worse situation because they'll get a new king and he could be a marshal, which means they'll have an additional army that they didn't have before. And it'll be somebody who will have like level 3 skills as well. Maybe their current marshal doesn't have that. What is our size here? This is already level 3 for the town fortification, so if they attack here, they'll have to fight, a respective number of dudes with those bonuses, because they get the bonus to defending troops manpower here. They'll have the bigger fortifications, so it'll take them longer to do the siege. Yeah, I think we're just going to execute the king, guys. Just cause them those problems. Of course, we'll get the opinion hit there. So let's just see who their new king is. He's a merchant as well. Okay. So it didn't really change much there other than causing them stability issues. They lost crown authority and they lost opinion with their nobility. So it would be more expensive to increase the crown authority. All right, so that'll work. So let's go ahead and increase the size of the town fortifications here. That's 1,500. And then we'll want to increase it up to level 2 once that's done. And do we have him here? We do. All right, so let's go and get rid of these peasants. And then, did I not get rid of enough here? Yeah, I didn't get rid of enough here. I miscounted. All right, because yeah, we're only going to put 3 here. Just because I feel like this town's a little bit better, a little more important, I should say. All right, so yeah, we don't have any control over this battle here, unfortunately. And, well, that's interesting. He's actually going over to our territory there in Norway. Okay, that's unexpected. All right, so let's go ahead and get our spy here and get him the last units, though I don't know that he'll be able to recruit much. All right, so let's just bring one of these units over here since can't recruit anybody that I really want. And then just go ahead and bring him over here with these additional troops. And I suppose we'll end up fighting them with Marshal John since he's already over here. But yeah, this is going quite different than it went the last time. Our younger son has gotten a trait that he can get now that he's gotten a little bit older. Let's go after maybe just medicine. Yeah, I think we'll do medicine. I don't think it really matters because we probably won't make use of him. I mean, obviously it's the finale, so it really doesn't matter. So he's going to attack. Oh, now he's going back. All right, well, that's surprising. Not entirely sure why he decided to go back. Well, we finished up this, and now they're doing the siege there, so we won the battle. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything else. Yeah, we still need to get the warhorse breeds, so go ahead and get that. And then I also noticed that we had gotten the gold smelting here. So we got all that extra money, and the gold ingots got us even more money. All right, excellent. So we're down to 38-62. Let's go and replace those losses. I think that's why he came back, is because he lost that battle. So now he's come back to defend his territory. And they're engaging in that battle again. So let's go ahead and restore these losses, and then we'll come back in here and do that. And yeah, it looks like we might not need the troops over here. So let's go ahead and send him. Do we have the Royal Armory in York? We do. All right, so let's just bring him over to York. And I suppose we'll go ahead and get Marshal John coming over here now. And hopefully they just leave us alone in Norway. Both Scotland and Norway themselves. All right, so let's go and get Marshal John heading over to York, where he'll get the troops from the spy, as well as recruit some additional ones if we have the manpower there to do so. Didn't we get something built here? We did, so we can also do it here. There's a few people there. All right, so let's just go ahead and help out in this battle. They might come and get involved, in which case it'd be like, looks about 7,000, almost 8,000 against the 6,000 here. But of course we can't fight it out, so that's a negative. We also reached our book capacity, and that Loyalist Rebellion has been reinforced. All right, so let's go and spend the books, and we're going to continue to boost our diplomats. All right, so we got many of these leveled up already. It's just basically logistics, which really doesn't help us much, though it does help, of course, to level him up. So basically just get strategy there. And then I think we'll work on him instead and boost up his rhetoric. So we'll have a higher chance to improve opinions. All right, so he is going to come in and get involved in this. And again, it's very negative because of the fact that we aren't down on the battlefield, so our heavy troops are not able to make up the difference that they would if we were fighting this out. I just noticed, again, when it comes to the battles, not the sieges, but when it comes to the battles, you're much better off controlling the troops yourself as far as like losses or whatever. So Baron John is already here, and what we need to do is get his troops. Well, he can just take the bowmen with him. Yeah, we'll let him take the bowmen with him, and he can come back down here, I suppose. He could even use those troops, lead a army. I'd be fine with that. All right, so we got the heavy spearmen, we have the feudal knights, and we have the longbowmen. So let's go ahead and get whatever we can here with the population. So we should probably get some of the feudal knights, since they do take 4 population, and then go ahead and get the longbowmen as well. They are so powerful. And I suppose we're going to want 2 men-at-arms. Yeah, just have like 2 of each, as we did with the other army. So let's go ahead and bring him up north, and hopefully they have the population. They do. All right, and they have the Royal Army as well. All right, so yeah, so we're going to take much higher casualties than we would if we had just fought this battle out. Henry is able to get a trait. Let's go with, I think, in the concealment. Yeah, we'll go with the concealment. Yeah, we're not going to be using them, so it's not that important. But yeah, despite our lower numbers here, we had better troops. We went with quality over quantity. And we no longer produce the most food. Germany does. And we're trading them all that food as well. Now, when you trade food, I wonder who that's counted as being producing it. You know, we produce the food, so you'd think we'd get the consideration for that fact, and then we trade it away. But maybe the game doesn't look at it that way. Now, we did occupy that castle, since this was a loyalist rebellion. And we lost a lot of dudes, so we're going to have to come back and restore them. However, do we want to restore them there? Probably not, because we need that manpower here. Now, they do have some excess manpower. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We'll have him just come over here for now, and then let's get these units, and we'll see if there's anything left here. Yeah, there's the one dude. That's probably not going to be enough. And then we can go ahead and send Marshal John off. He's not our siege guy, so we'll have him look for an enemy army. There's that one up there, so that's probably what we'll do. We'll go after them. Hopefully they don't get into the city. Alright, let's come over here and restore his losses as much as we can. Yeah, I did expect it to take a lot of population here. So yeah, that's not going to allow us to do it. We can only restore. I might just let it sit in here and then come back down here where we have plenty of population for him to make use of. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll try and get this guy engaged. I assume he's going to go run and hide in the city. And yeah, Loyalist Rebellion's helping us out, taking out all these locations for us. And that Loyalist Rebellion was reinforced again, and we improved relations with them. And there's another Loyalist Rebellion up here. Interesting. So we could help out with that siege here, and I suppose that's what we'd want to do, and then bring the king to do this siege. Yeah, that makes most sense. Let's go and restore these losses, though we don't have the levies. We're just short. Okay, so we'll just wait until we can just do them all. And then, yeah, I guess we'd help out with this siege. Wasn't planning on having him do the siege, but why not? That means we won't be able to fight it down on the battlefield, of course, since the Loyalists are the ones that are leading it. We do need to give these guys an answer here. Yeah, we'll just go and decline it. Let me just see what's happening over here. They still haven't attacked us yet. Well, that's interesting. I wonder why. They're just like sitting there. I'm not entirely sure why they haven't gone after our fortifications. Now we do have all this money, so let's go ahead and spend it, increasing the size of the fortifications over here, just in case we get attacked. But with the higher fortification levels and the troops we left, those will be difficult sieges for the enemy. All right, so we need, I think, 1,400 levies. Oh, we just lost a bunch. Oh, from doing... I shouldn't have done that. When we increased the size of those forts. Wow. All right, so that was not the way to go down with that. Whatever. We'll come and do the siege as soon as we're able to. We get the levies built up pretty quick. We did lose Army Opinion. Which battle did we lose? Oh, apparently we lost this over here. Okay. Not sure what happened there. I guess we'll just start the siege up over here. That's weird. We don't have command of our guy here. Huh. Yeah, that was weird. I was trying to tell him orders and he wouldn't listen. Huh. Very weird. Alright, well now we are actually in command of the siege. And if we have control of both of their towns, or if we're doing sieges in both their towns, we won't be able to raise up any additional troops. So yeah, we just need to get this siege started over here. So we've got to get the king back down here, basically. And yeah, I can't do that until we get the levies up there. Let me just see. Yeah, we still don't have enough here. I was going to move them up further north. What we could do is just restore like some of the losses. These guys just take so many levies. So we'll just... Any losses we can restore, we will here, to try and get the total amount of population needed down, so that we can do it here and then be a little bit closer to the front. And we want to make sure we have the full-size armies for these. But yeah, it's a real bummer we didn't have the battles that I had the first time. Again, it just always goes much worse. Of course he needs money. I'm actually going to go ahead and send it to him. Get clergy opinion up. I know it's a lot of money, but we've got a lot, so why not? And I suppose we can go and buy something. Get a building constructed or something like that. Maybe over here in London. The Royal Palace, I want to say, there's just the one thing left to get over here. So don't need to get that. The Lord's Castles, though, you could get some stuff here. Although I guess anything that would grant more levies, that's just a defensive army. But if it grants more levies, then it's wise for us to get. So we'll get the castle guards here, since this is where our king is located. So therefore, any levies we get here would increase the size of the king's army. So it would be helpful. We still have more money as well. Yeah, I suppose that's fine. There's nothing else we need to get right this moment. Yeah, such a bummer that it's going down this way, guys. It was so much funner in the video that I lost. Of course it was. And they joined the war against us now. We'll see if they'll actually do a siege over here. Maybe they're just saying it as they don't have the troops. But why even join the war then? Like, if there's nothing you can do, It just doesn't make any sense to even join the conflict in the first place. Now, we do have the extra supplies here, so you should be able to hopefully make it for the entire siege. They have a lot of food. Siege defenses is up there. France has a trade agreement offer, which we will accept. Boost that merchant opinion up some, so we can get more money that we don't have anything to buy. Now, there's always stuff that we could get. You know, if we wanted to just spend it, then we could just get like trade goods. So like here, we could do the cattle farming, just get the gold, the food, and the commerce. So we'll do that. Yeah, just build any of the trade goods that we don't have yet. You know what we should probably do once we get a big chunk of money is go and expand the town here in London. Yeah, we'll do that once we have a little bit of money. And I think that's what we needed for the King's army. So let's go and get him restored up. Oh, he must have lost a whole unit, didn't he? Yeah, he did. All right, so we need to replace it. It looks like it was the longbowmen that got destroyed. Again, something that would not have happened if we were the ones that were controlling them. And so now we need 400 levies for that. Also some money that we don't have. But yeah, I'm very surprised that they're not coming over here and attacking at this moment. And our books are stacked up again, guys. That's probably going to be a consistent issue for us. Let's go ahead and get the rhetoric 3 and then the strategy 2. We'll keep on stepping those up, spending the books. And we have the cattle farming already. Excellent. We also got those castle guards upgraded there. And just waiting for the levies and the money here. 400 levies is what we need, and then that money we're wanting to get to, I think it was 6,000 to increase the size of that town. And do we want to get more books? Yeah, sure, why not? So I was going to get those longbowmen and then send them over here to do the siege. And we did get their relations boosted. Excellent. But yeah, it's just not gone as well. Like, significantly worse. Like, I mean, I know we're still winning the war, but I mean, we haven't had the big cool battles, man, that I had the first time around. So even if we're winning, we're not getting what we want to see is some big battles here. Instead, we're just sitting here doing the sieges. Can't even assault. And we will do those out on the battlefield, by the way, since this is clearly the only battles we're going to get in this conflict. Unfortunately. All right, we got the 6,000, so let's go and increase the size of London. And yeah, I'm just hoping it doesn't crash again. Actually, when I'm about halfway through, I'm thinking about stopping the recording and saving the game just in case it crashes. And we were excommunicated. Wow, look at that. And they want that trade agreement, which we're going to decline on. But yeah, this is a good example of how things always go whenever I have to re-record a video because it crashed and I lost it or whatever. Things always go much worse. Yeah, we're over here like excommunicated now. Another thing that didn't happen my first time through. And it's just always worse. Alright, so yeah, once we are able to do these sieges, assault them, we will. Offensive pact was created against us. And our cleric failed. Let's go ahead and put him here. And then I suppose we could always raise up another army to have him go, while we're doing these two sieges, we could have him go to Ireland. Even if he's vastly outnumbered and not a marshal, he still might do well with just having a bunch of heavy troops. We'll wait until we get these levies up before we do that, though. Okay, and Aquitaine joined that defensive pact. So if we attacked anybody in France, we'd have to fight them all, which is not surprising. They're all going up against us here. So we have this open slot and we have some money. So let's go ahead and get something constructed. I think we're going to do the Royal Armory. Yeah, I think that makes sense to go ahead and get. And then you can make use of that high population to build up troops. Because many of the locations where we have the Royal Armory and the barracks, they don't have good population numbers. We can't expand trade in Germany, but we're lacking the commerce. We need about 4 more. So once we get a bit of money, maybe we'll construct something that will give us some commerce. Let me see what we could do here. I don't want to have to expand the town if we can avoid it. But in most of the places where we have a governor, we've probably already built everything. I don't think Paris is completely built up yet. Yeah, we actually have an open slot here. So let's go ahead and get something here. I suppose what we want is commerce. In order to get river trade, we'll have to get the market square. So yeah, we'll build that. And that'll get us a little bit of commerce. Let me see, would it be enough? It would be. All right, so that'll get us just enough to be able to increase the size of the trade. Now you see it's decreasing much faster here because of his siege engines that he has. Marshal John is not equipped for sieges as well, so he's been doing it longer. And you can see that he is a little bit further down in some fields, like the defending food. We can't appease the clergy. We'll go ahead and spend that. Yeah, once we get down to 50%, we'll go ahead and launch it. But yeah, it looks like siege defense rather than the resilience, since they have food. But yeah, siege defense is what we need to get this down to, and we can now assault there. What about over here? Yeah, you can see that their siege defense is not going down anywhere near as quickly. We did appease the clergy there. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this battle, assault this. So I went ahead and saved the game and ended the recording, so to start a new video that I'll just put together so that if the game crashes at all, at least we'll get to keep this, what we have so far. Yeah, just such a shame, man, because yeah, it was some pretty cool battles, guys, that I got to do. But we got the siege battle. The reason why this battle is going to be really easy is simply because of the morale being so low. Yeah, their morale's in a horrible position. So that's the nearest gate. So we're going to take the battering ram and go after the gate, and then we'll go ahead and use these guys to take out probably the towers. Yeah, we'll take out the towers. So have them attack this one here. You know what? We should probably take these ones out, since those are the ones that are going to be hitting us. So yeah, we'll have them do that, and then let's bring these guys a little bit closer. We don't want them to get hit by the towers, but we should be good like right here. So just bring them a little bit closer. And if they come within range of our archers, then we'll go ahead and attack them. Yeah, we'll attack them with the archers here. The longbowmen have stupidly long range. And like, look at how long this range is. So pretty good. Maybe not in Total War view. That's what you'd expect. It's about what the Total War archers might have or whatever. So they did not go down the road as you'd expect them to. Instead they went this way. Okay. So that's a little strange. I don't know why they did it that way, but let's go and bring all these cab forward here. And the general as well. So yeah, they went around this way. And you see all the towers are firing on them, doing a bit of damage to him. And he's taking damage as well because he was way over here. Yeah, kind of strange the way they're doing it, but yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So now we're getting fired on by towers that we wouldn't have been fired on by. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is this guy doing. This is stupid. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, guys. They went like all the way around this as if they couldn't go through there, which they can. So we're having to micromanage these guys a little bit. So let's just speed this up some. Jeez, this is terrible. All right, they're up to the gate now finally, though. All right, so now let's have them fire. Again, I'm not entirely sure why they did it the way they did it. And they are about to go out of the gates, or we broke through it already. So we'll go ahead and charge them here in a second. Let's see who we want to charge them with. Let's get the archers, have them fire, or just put them like, that's how we'll do it. Trying to get these guys to go in here. So yeah, they'll attack that way. And then we'll have the archers go forward there. Let's just move those troops around. Yeah, I don't even know if we actually destroyed the gate yet fully before they came and attacked it. About to get that tower destroyed there. Archers on their way. Yeah, we've got the tower destroyed. Excellent. So let's go after the next tower here. Yeah, the gate is completely destroyed at this point. Alright, so they are out. So let's go and attack them. We might just win this by killing their general. And let's have the archers fire on them. And then bring these guys forward as well. And looks like we're attacking them there. That's probably not the best way to do this, but whatever. This doesn't matter. This didn't go the way a normal siege would go. Got kind of crazy there. Bring them forward here, and might as well have the cav go in since we have them being fired on by the towers here. And they're attacking our own troops. Let's have them instead attack this tower here. Yeah, they'll attack that. Take that down. And there we go. Yeah, we slayed the leader. See, I didn't go the way I expected that to go. They came out of their walls for some reason. I don't know why they didn't stay behind the walls. Even when we took the gate out, it makes more sense to defend the gate where your lower number of troops wouldn't be overwhelmed. So I'm not entirely sure why they did it that way. So they are loyal to us, so we don't have to worry about that. They don't have a population here for us to restore our losses, though. So we'll have to go back down here and do that. And then I think we're just going to send the king over to Ireland. And then just let him do this siege slowly. Even though he doesn't have the siege engines. And we'll just kind of auto do it over here. So he'll take care of that for us, Marshal John, while the king goes to Ireland. Let me just take a look and see where we're at on relations with the Ottomans. They are at 811, so no reason really to increase any further. And I don't know if they... I mean, everybody's kind of against us right now because of us being excommunicated. So that's really negative overall. Yeah, that's a real shame. So we should probably try and ask for forgiveness here. That costs money and... Oh, good God, what the hell? It's not normally that much. It's based off how much you earn, though. So 42,000 is how much he wants for forgiveness. That is stupid. Now, the success chance is also 0%. It hasn't been very long. We need to end the war with Catholics, basically. Or a king needs to die, I suppose. I don't know if it's the king that's excommunicated, as you'd expect, rather than the country. But well, let's go and spend these books. Yeah, just kind of disastrous the way this has gone down. Yeah, re-recording this episode has been horrible. We're just going to tick them up just so we'll have the level. And I think that also helps boost the improving relations, like how much you get from that. So yeah, just been a disastrous final episode here, guys. Even if we're winning. We're going to decline that. No, I don't want to attack Germany. That's okay. And then yeah, we'll restore their losses and then send them over to Ireland. And we'll probably go after them first, I assume would be the best way to do that. And they'll probably just hide in the city, so it's going to be nothing but sieges, and we won't get the big battles, unfortunately. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this last slot, or you know what, maybe we should save the money for the Pope. Yeah, maybe we should just save up our money and not spend it. And maybe we can try and get ourselves forgiven. 42,000 though, that's a lot. It's gonna take us a little while to earn that. I mean, we do earn quite a bit right now, so. Alright, so we'll go into their country, and I mean, I guess we could like just do this battle out just so we can like see a battle with all of our troops here, since we haven't really got to use them yet. Yeah, let's go ahead and lead them just so we get a chance to do this. And he's actually bringing more troops in. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to let them get here for a bigger battle. And France has joined that defensive pact. Alright, so now we'll have a more equal battle. They have about 100-something more dudes than we do. And you guys can see just how much superior... They got Vikings as well. You'll see just how much superior these heavy infantry are. And particularly the longbowmen, which are a little ridiculous just how much damage they do. And it seems like those range units, and when you do get pretty much anything other than the starting bowmen, because crossbowmen are that same way, I noticed. When you have the crossbowmen, they also do huge amounts of damage. Alright, so this is their army. So they have a lot of squads. And a lot of these are archers. Okay. So about half of their army or so are archers.
Ready to fight. Ready your spear.
Alright, so let's just go ahead and we'll bring these guys forward a little bit. I don't think we'll be able to get very far forward
Time to move.
before they get here and start attacking us.
Awaiting orders.
I'm gonna go ahead and let them start coming forward now.
From there we can watch the battle. Right here.
So we'll want to get up behind them. Take out those archers so they're not just, you know, raining arrows on us. And again, they're very aggressive, so I do assume that they'll come after us as soon as they get their units in place here. Yep. I don't know if I've ever seen them just sit still. They always seem to come after you. Alright, so our own troops are almost in place here. I don't know if you get an advantage from being on a hill. I think not, because all the train bonuses are kind of like granted before you know, start the battle. You know, you see the train bonuses there. I don't think they're actually specific to standing on those locations. I could be wrong though. I haven't actually looked. Like if you throw, you know, like in Total War, if you put a guy on a hill, an archer on a hill, any range unit, they get a bonus for being on the hill. I haven't actually like put one on the hill and seen if it does in fact give you the bonus in this one or not. What happened to these guys? Jesus. Look at them, they're so messed up. This is not how I told you guys to stand. You guys messed that up bad. Let's go and fix them, or try to. Because they're about to be within our range here. Like, I don't know if it would increase their range or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know if there's actually any effect from being on hills. It'd be cool if there was. You know, like Total War. Alright, so we're gonna bring these guys over here since they're coming after us. We're already raining hell on them. Look how many dudes are dying. Like they run away almost immediately. As soon as you start attacking them, they run away. And so yeah, they're just incredibly powerful, and you don't even have to fight. Alright, so let's bring these guys over here. We'll kind of let them come after us, I suppose. And then see if we can't get behind them somewhere. Yeah, they're really going after us with those spearmen. Which is then just letting our longbowmen tear up their troops here. And then their cavalry, what are they going to do? Charge the spearmen? Like, I don't know what they're doing here. Their archers are actually firing back now, though, so there is that. And so I'm going to try and attack these guys back here. And damn it, I don't want them fighting spearmen. Even though we'd probably win that. Yeah, we might have to fight the spearmen here. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can't attack these archers now. And yeah, they'll probably attack us with the spearmen in the back. But that's fine. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and hit these guys so we can kill the general. And yeah, we'll just have to fight the... you know, fight their guys here. I suppose what we could do is send them into their back, so at least we're doing something with our infantry here. And then bring these guys to attack the archers over here, since they're now freed up. And so they're coming after us here, so let's have... Are they taking our points right now? Yeah, they're going after our points. Okay, so let's go ahead and have these guys engage. And then, is there anybody else still out there? Not particularly. Alright, so let's have these. We'll have one of them go fire on those archers while the other one fires on these troops here. And yeah, there's not really anybody else for us to fight over here. Let's go after them now. And they can go after them. Alright, so there's the general. And we'll engage him with our spearmen. And are all the archers running? All of them are running, so let's go ahead and charge after them now. And we'll have the longbowmen go after them. So yeah, they're attempting to seize this point here. It's fairly irrelevant. And so yeah, this is not quite as clean as that last battle was, where, you know, in the video I lost. But you can see we did not lose a lot of dudes here, guys. Prince Henry is now grown up. So let's go after probably assassination. Sure. Won that battle. And so we can go back home to replace our losses and then engage them, or we can come and do the siege. Doesn't really matter. We do have some books to spend. So let's get, yeah, I guess merchants. We're going to go after our merchants now and get them leveled up here. And we're just going to get all of them. We do have that 13,000. But I don't think there's going to be any point of trying to, you know, spend that money to get the Pope's forgiveness, as long as we... Oh, I'm wondering why everything's going so slow. I always forget that you come in a battle and then it puts it back on the speed 1. Yeah, I don't know, as long as we're at war with Catholics, that there'll be any point on us trying to get forgiveness from the Pope. I suppose we'll just come down here and do this siege now. Take Dublin. Because, yeah, this one's... I think it's close. What will probably happen is they'll probably run out of food first. Yeah, I expect they'll probably run out of food here. Alright, so we got 2 sieges ongoing right now. And just trying to raise up our money here, just in case that's the way we end up having to do it here. Improving remote relations with the Pope would be good. So let's go ahead and send him to do that. That's worth the investment, I think. And also, we have the commerce to increase the size, to expand the trade there in Germany. So let's go ahead and do that. And Denmark wants us to attack Germany. We're going to decline that. Everybody wants us to attack Germany. Alright, so we have this siege here going. And again, this will go much faster than the siege there in Scotland's going. So he succeeded. Increased merchant opinion up by 1. But yeah, since we got excommunicated, we might not be able to win now. Which is a real shame. Because, yeah, I felt like we had a really good... chance to win the vote with the excommunication, though that caused a lot of problems for us. I'll try and get rid of it though before the episode's over. See if we can, anyways. So yeah, just waiting on these 2 sieges, and yeah, I can't spend any money, but we can spend the books, and I didn't pull them to another country. Okay, my bad. We went and looked at this, and I found out we had gotten a hit from being excommunicated, and then I just didn't look at anybody else who we might want to try and increase relations with. I guess we could do Norway, since they're a great power who doesn't particularly like us. So we'll have to recall him, and then we'll have him go over there to Norway, and then boost their opinion up. And we boosted the Papal States' opinion by 240. So yeah, if you look at this, it's still 44,000, but we now have a 1% chance of success. So that's great. I don't like when games like base cost off of, you know, how much you make, and it's always like a percentage of what you make. Because that results in things getting like stupidly expensive. Because look at it, I was like, oh, you're just swimming in money, but still, 40-something thousand gold in the context of what that gold would get you when it comes to buildings and stuff. And it's just outrageous. And I'm not entirely sure when we'll start getting inflation. Yeah, because I don't ever get it. Champagne was destroyed by Germany. That means the defensive pact has ended. So the Germans are further expanding. So it looks like Germany is at war with just about everybody, which is probably why they wanted us to come into this conflict. Everybody wants us to. And you can see many of the parts of the HRE has broken apart. Saxony, Lorraine, they're all independent now. Yeah, they're no longer vassals. Okay, so that's interesting. They're also at war with the Papal States, so they're not the only ones who the Pope is upset with. I don't know if they're excommunicated. I don't recall if we've seen that. I know we've seen many people get excommunicated in this series. So yeah, we'll probably not fight this out on the battlefield. I just think it's going to be worth the time. It's going to be a really easy battle. We vastly outnumber them. They don't have any morale. This one's almost over as well. So we could go ahead and assault it and just let them fight that out, because it's going to be a nice, easy battle here. And that'll wipe out Scotland. And that'll further irritate people with us, because we destroyed them. So you can see the Papal States are quite upset, but so are the Irish countries. Alright, so we've now taken that over, and they were already loyal to us, so yeah, not a problem, guys. So do we want to bring him over here? Oh, the war's over. That's right, because they were attached to that conflict. That means this is over too, because Scotland was, you know, the one we actually declared war on. That's a shame that we weren't able to get that done. I didn't think about that fact, that defeating Scotland would end the war. Alright, so let's go and bring our troops back up here. And then I guess Marshal John could go back to Norway. So we're no longer at war, guys. We almost have that money for the Pope. Let's go ahead and continue boosting up our merchants, which I guess is just going to be the writing now. Let's keep on leveling everybody up, getting them up to level 15. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if this has changed. It's now at 23% chance of success. It just takes time. We have the money though. It's such a low percentage, it's not worth investing in. So we're just going to have to wait until that the time goes by. But we can start spending money though. Yeah, we just need to remember we need to have 44,000 for that. And Loyalist Rebellion has happened in Dublin, so that puts them in a pretty bad position here. Though it looks like their allies are going to assist them. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to win that otherwise. So yeah, they're getting assistance there. And we did improve relations with Norway there. So I suppose we can go and build in London. Another Loyalist Rebellion has occurred, and looks like we have our new king, King Thomas. Alright, so our king died, so now we have to promote him, get him all the level 3 skills. We lost a little bit of opinion there. And France is offering a non-aggression pact. No, we're going to decline that because we want to stay in good relations with Germany. And you know what? We had a great relationship with France, and then they ruined that. See, I can't get the jewelry shops. We could look around for where silver is located and see if there's anywhere that like neighbors us, and then could have tried to get that. So that, you know, because it was the main thing that was blocking us. As you can see, there's so many things that we can't build. Everything that we can't build right now is because of lack of silver. So we have some upgrades here we haven't gotten. So we're going to get the warehouses there. Did we get everything in the flax farm? Yeah. Yeah, can't get that. You're already doing those warehouses there. I mean, we got most everything we need. We can get more food, I suppose, here. Suppose we could open up another slot here in Paris and then get the river trade. So yeah, we'll do that. Well, let's not spend too much money, since we want to give that money to the Pope, or we don't want to give the money to the Pope, but we kind of have to. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the infantry tactics, since that's one of our traditions. So I suppose we'll get the siegecraft as well. And then for the last one, I suppose we'll get the archery, since the longbowmen are so powerful. Do you really want them doing all that friendly fire to your own troops? So yeah, we'll go ahead and get the archery as well. Alright, so we got him leveled up. Fame-wise, we're sitting at 7,085, so we still lost a lot of fame overall. Yeah, we do not have it anywhere near as much as we used to have. I think it was like 7,600. So that's a bummer. We lost so much fame. We can go ahead and level up another merchant here. We'll get the next level of stewardship there. So yeah, just waiting for the time to tick by, so when we ask for forgiveness, we'll have a better chance of success. It's actually gone down though. We're now at 13% chance of success. So yeah, that's not good. And yeah, I mean, we can go ahead and do this. It's fine. We'll just need to keep spending our books as soon as we get them.
What a fine day to trade.
And yeah, we're just gonna try and get everything at this point,
If I knew that earlier, we would have
and get all of our guys leveled up to 15. And that'll get us some fame. Just trying to get the fame back up to where it used to be at before we fire the final event here. So we'll go ahead and get the wooden crates. Just basically getting everything. We can also go over here to Norway and get this leveled up. So we'll have level 3s over here, just in case they do attack us. It seems pretty unlikely, but I'll get that supplies restored. But yeah, I don't see anybody attacking us at this point. And yeah, we'll just see if there's anything else for us to get here. And just kind of keep letting it play, so that we're making progress on appeasing the Pope, letting time go by there. Profitable deal. Sure, why not? Which merchant is it? It's Leofwin. So what we'll want to do is let's go ahead and level him up before we do that, so we'll have a higher chance of success. In fact, we're pretty close to getting to 500, so we'll just let him get up to level 14 here, or even maybe when we get all these books here. Yeah, because we're about to get a big shot of books from our cleric. Yeah, he just got us 1,054. And we didn't get to make use of most of that, unfortunately. But yeah, we can go ahead and finish him up, get the last 2 skills for him. And then he'll have a much higher chances. So that's 75% chance. That'll get us 30,000. So yeah, we'll be swimming in it. And yeah, we'll keep on doing these. And the invasion plan against us has ended. But Norway has started to back up. That does mean that Denmark and Sweden would have to rejoin that. Let's go and contact some different countries here and get like non-aggression pacts from them. Now that we have a new king. Of course, that's going to piss off all their enemies, but we don't care. And let me see if Denmark would do another non-aggression pact. They will not. Remember, they were part of that invasion, so they clearly want war with us. And Sweden has accepted non-aggression pact. Alright, so that got us a whole bunch of relations with a bunch of countries, so that's nice. As far as other countries, maybe Castile. I suppose we could also take a look at... They probably wouldn't accept this anyway. Oh, yeah, because of the high influence. Let's get us a bunch of opinion with everybody. We can contact them and see if they'll do a non-aggression pact. Yeah. Alright, so this will just really help us boost opinion with all the great powers, as long as they're not enemies. And like in this case, probably don't want to do it with the Hungarians. So let's take a look and see how the great power situation looks now. It has improved from what we had saw before, but still not as good as it once was. Yeah, not quite as good as it once was. We really need to get rid of that excommunication, since we are getting that hit with any Catholic country. And so I think that's going to be the way we're going to end this here. So let's get rid of the excommunication. And then after that, is there any other great powers we might want to do? You know, that aren't enemies with other countries? We already tried Denmark. They wouldn't agree to it. The Papal States, there's really not much that we can do here. You can offer a non-aggression pact, and they would be honored to do so if we attack Germany. Yeah, we're going to have to refuse that. So yeah, not going to do that. Not really anything else to ask them for. We could like start trading with some of these other
merchants in our kingdom applaud our actions, sire.
Other great powers here. Get us more merchant opinion, and just get these countries more likely to support us. I don't know if they're still a great power. They're not willing to trade with us, unfortunately. Let me just see who else is a great power over here that maybe we might want to trade with. Okay. So let's go ahead and see if we can contact these guys and see if they'll accept a trade offer. Yeah, distance is the problem. That's probably going to be the issue. Yeah, across the board here, I think. Is that we're just too far away from these other countries. Okay. So we did what we could. Got some non-aggression packs. And we'll see if he returns with success here. Get us all that money back. Let's go ahead and get this merchant now leveled up. We'll get him the trading. And we were successful in appeasing the clergy. So our cleric was successful in his mission, but yeah, I was actually talking about his mission, the profitable deal. We want to know if that's going to be successful, because that's then 30,000. It's a lot of money. And who joined it? Sweden has joined it, despite the fact that we just did that non-aggression pact. And it does note that when you look at this here, you know, it notes their relations. And I think with the non-aggression pact, they can still declare war on you. They're just going to get the relation hit with a bunch of countries, and they're going to lose a lot of crown authority. So I guess there's no reason why they couldn't still do it. So he has a 41% chance of success here. And that's Leofin as well. Did he get all that money? He did. He was successful. All right, well, might as well use some of that to, although it has an upkeep of 70. So yeah, we don't really have that. So to say, let me think. I was going to say we could do that since we hadn't done it yet. And Denmark is supporting us. And we do have the books to level him up further. So get the next level of trade in here. And we're just earning stupid amounts of money. Lots of loyalist Relans that are firing in our favor. Alright, so the river trade. We're going to get that angler's hut. And then we'll get the boat rights. Let's get the manure pits as well. And just anything we haven't gotten yet. Yeah, this is stuff we already have. We can also, you know, expand towns. Make London bigger here and get them something. And I talked about housing sucking, but we could do that here just to get like a really high population in London. So yeah, we'll build that up, I suppose. And yeah, if there's not a governor there, it's just not worth building in, I think. So yeah, we could go ahead and increase their size here, see what we can get. We could do amber trade or the cattle farming, whichever one I guess is more profitable. So it would probably be the cattle farming. So we'll get that going. And we have another trade center now, Paris. So that's 2 trade centers that we have in our lands. And Denmark has joined that. So the same countries, the Scandinavian countries, have all joined that invasion plan against us. They improve relations with Norway. Trying to make it so they don't want to attack us, but hasn't been super effective. And then we'll go ahead and get the brothels next. And then we'll get the aqueducts, pucklerbacks, all that good stuff. And yeah, our loyalist rebellions are doing fantastic out there as well. So yeah, really just stepping up all our stuff here. I guess we'll do the market square here. Just spending money. Oh, and we got married to, we were wondering if this would ever happen. So King Thomas got married to somebody because he's old. And he still didn't have any children yet. As you guys can see here. Now, the bonuses that we're getting from our brothers, we're getting 5+ books and 5+ espionage defense. So yeah, we do have a wife now because we never did a marriage for him. I had forgotten about it. We had tried it a few times, but we weren't able to get anybody to approve of one. And then I just had forgotten to keep checking. So let's go ahead and go with the medicine. And we'll get the medicine 3. And is that going to be everybody? Is everybody leveled up? Everybody but the cleric will be fully leveled up at that point. So yeah, we could go ahead and start working on the cleric. Let's do the heavy plows now. Just stepping up our fame, basically, guys, getting it back to where it was. We were at 7,600 or something like that, 7,800, somewhere around there. So before we fire this and end the episode, just trying to get it back to a respectable level. So we got that going. So now we're doing that, and we're doing this upgrades in London. And we can't expand trade here in Germany again, so let's go and do so. And yeah, just swimming in the money right now, guys. And let's do the aqueducts next. Approved peasant's opinion. Is it from the brothel? They're just really happy about the brothel. So we could do this one here. 74% chance of success to just get a bunch more money. Why not?
Money well spent.
For Christ
And can we ask for forgiveness with a good chance of success yet? We cannot. We need to boost relations with the Pope.
That was a fine day for trading.
And we did get that trade established there. So how much we're earning here? 267 from our trade with Denmark. Our trade with Castile is earning us... Well, it's not actually telling us when we over here because he's doing that mission. But the trade with Germany, which is the most profitable trade, largely due to the food export, is getting us 453 currently.
Upgrade has been
Got that peasant opinion up. We're almost up to 10 everywhere.
diplomatic message has arrived.
And,
Sire.
I mean, since we're about to end it, they've been asking so nicely. Why not? Our non-aggression pact with Sweden is over as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the next upgrade here. Yeah, because we just got the aqueduct completed. So we'll do the public baths. And then over here, once we finish that up, I think there's one more upgrade maybe. Nope, we got them all. Okay, so heavy plows was the last one there. And our fame has actually gone down. Only thing that ended with that non-aggression pact. I'm not entirely sure why it went down. I'm going to boost the cleric up, and we're just going to get all of them. So, yeah, I think that we're just about ready to fire this off, guys. And we have all this money here. Guess we can go and get another opening here and then build something like a flax farm. Yeah, we got the harbor. We haven't done any trade ports yet, though. So we could do a trade port. And then over here, I think we got some of the buildings, so we could even do the same here, get the shipyard so you can try and get the trade port built. We can take a look at that, because I think it's one of the few buildings that we have not gotten at all, and thus haven't looked at. That'll boost up the merchant opinion as well, I think, but we're already at plus 10 here, so that's not really of consequence. And let's go ahead and boost his theology up. So we almost have everybody at the level 15. He's just the last guy. You gotta get 4 more there. And I think once we get these, that's when we'll... Though it does take a while to get these constructed here. We further improved relations with Norway. I think we're probably done with that. Let's go get the large house here. Let me just see where we're at now. And we could get up higher. I don't know if there's still a great power here. Castile's strongly supporting us now. Norway's still slightly against. Yeah, honestly, guys, I think we're just going to go ahead and do the claim victory at this point. Yeah, I was trying to do some other things like here with these buildings, but yeah, I don't think we're going to wait to get those constructed, because then we'll start to construct the building and then look at the upgrades and stuff. So yeah, I think that's going to be it, guys. So let's go and turn it down, because it does have to be playing when you do this, and attempt to claim victory and see what happens here, because I've never done this before. Alright, so I got to wait for that to fill up. And then what, do they each take a moment to vote? Oh yeah, okay, so you can see if they're going to vote for you or not. So Norway was against us. They said, "We've seen how the English rule over the lands they took from us. Nothing good ever comes from their rule." He went against us. He is unworthy for the title of Emperor of the World, even though our accomplishments are impressive. The Papal States has voted for us. All right, awesome. And then we also got Castile's vote. We did not get the vote from the Fatimids. Let's just go through here. How many do we have to get, I wonder? Maybe more than half? Because right now, it looks like we're going to get... It's a split vote. Yeah, no Emperor of the World was chosen. Okay, so we did not get enough fame here. So not entirely sure what you had to get here, if you just had to get a majority of the vote. In which case we almost got it. Just about. We're almost there. The Fatimids, yeah, they were so close to voting for us. And so we would have won if we would have got their vote, or you got to get, I don't know what it is. You got this little meter here But yeah, I don't know what that's in relation to because we had more fame than that. And so it's definitely not like a combination of all the fame. I mean, maybe 15,000 is everybody's fame here. I mean, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure because yeah, we got half the vote here, including, you know, the most powerful countries with Byzantium and Germany. So, like, we would definitely get more. Yeah, if this was all their fame, we'd definitely have a higher number there. So I'm not entirely sure how it works, guys. So it's really important that you don't take that unless you know you're going to win. I actually got told this in the comments by a viewer who's done several of the votes. He didn't know how it works, so he wasn't able to really tell me like how we can know for sure that we're going to win because he hasn't figured it out yet either. But he did tell me that if you lose, there's some significant penalties. So the first is that you lose a bunch of crown authority. So we went from max crown authority to -2. So pretty bad. We lost a lot. And then also a bunch of countries declare war on you when you fell as well. So you can see basically every country that voted against us automatically goes to war with you. Well, that's interesting. And then because, of course, we had the invasion planned here, when that war started with Norway, that also brought in their allies, Sweden and Denmark. So yeah, we'd be in these wars here, most of which are ones you wouldn't even be able to fight because they're like too far away. So I don't know what the point of starting a conflict between you and them are. Kind of silly a little bit, the way that works. But yeah, I did know that it was going to happen before we fired it. That if we failed, we'd have a bunch of penalties. But yeah, I guess it's an interesting mechanic. It makes you really not want to fire it until you know that you're going to be successful, so you don't lose all that crown authority you worked so hard to get. Not that we can just easily tick it back up here. I guess piety would be the main limiting factor here at this point. But yeah, you'd have to fight all these wars, get peace again. You know, in this case, we'd have this big old invasion over here. We'd have to fight out. Which I think when I was looking at that screen, it was playing, so that's the reason why they've got troops over here already to invade us and stuff. That's because, yeah, it was playing for a little bit. Luckily, we were on just that speed 1, so it wasn't really that big of an issue. But yeah, if we were to keep playing, we'd have to do all these, we'd have to fight all these wars and, get the crown authority back up. So definitely not something that you want to just fire, just at any point. You want to make sure that you are going to win. They have a good chance of winning. The problem is you don't know what you need to win. Even if they slightly support you, as we've seen with the Ottomans, that doesn't mean that they're going to vote for you. You really don't know how they're going to vote until they do. So you really need to have them, it seems to me, like either just supporting you, where it doesn't say slightly support, or where they strongly support you, if you wanted to be for sure that you would win there. And so if we were going to continue this series all the way to that point, then that's what I would have done. I would have made sure that we had strong support or good support with most of the countries before I fired it. But because we're ending it here in this episode, remember we were supposed to have 2 videos, so this one and another one, but I'm not recording that because of the crash and losing that last video. So we would have had more time to build up our fame if this had worked out the way I had intended. As you can see, we're getting a lot of stuff done. Fame's going up. So real shame. But, we did build our country up over here. We took over Scotland. We didn't do Ireland, which was one of the goals, to get all of Ireland conquered. But, we also did large chunks of France here, which we would have eventually done if we had gone longer, I suppose. But the goals were Scotland and Ireland first. And so we didn't get most of Ireland, just Northern Ireland. But we got big chunks of France, including Paris. So yeah, it's a fun game. I've been enjoying it so far. But the crashing, yeah, that's not cool. The crash in the blue screen, that's a problem. The tactical battles are okay. Total War is obviously much better, and this game really doesn't compare to Total War. Not one of the more modern ones. It's like an old Total War game. It's like I'm going back in time and playing Total War Rome or something like that. Maybe Total War Medieval, but I don't even know if I'd count that the second Medieval game for Total War, because that one I think was better than this one as far as the tactical battles go. So yeah, I would say on the strategic level up here on this campaign map, it's pretty good. I like it. I enjoyed it. There's a lot going on with it. A lot of cool little features and mechanics. And yeah, I enjoyed it. But the tactical battles, they leave a lot to be desired. And overall, it does feel like there's some missteps. I would like to see you get some bonus from places that don't have a governor. Basically, all you have is the 9 cities. Anything beyond that doesn't really give you any benefits outside of, if it gives you a trade good, you can get the good from it. I had several other issues. Well, I won't go over all of them because I've talked about them throughout the series. But yeah, I had fun with it. That's what's important. And I think they got a pretty good game on their hands here, especially if they get the bugs fixed, the crashes. That's what they really need to get fixed here, because I don't see myself playing this anymore until they fix that, because it can't be good for your computer, right? Constantly going to blue screen. I don't know if that messes your computer up at all, but yeah, it seems like not something you'd want to have happen all the time. So yeah, I don't see myself playing anymore until they fix that, because it's just very irritating. You lose all your progress. Now luckily it does autosave quite a bit, but yeah, when it comes to recording the videos, there's no way to fix that when you lose the video that you recorded. So yeah, real shame that went down that way, because I think we would have had a much better last 2 videos and a much better finale here if it hadn't crashed. So I'm pretty bummed out about it. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the series overall. I hope you also enjoy your holidays this weekend. I don't personally celebrate Christmas, but I know most people do. And so I hope you do enjoy your Christmas and you have a good weekend overall. Spend some time with your family, get good presents and all that good stuff. So the next series is going to be a second campaign with Victoria 3. So the first one was as the United States, and we have a patron poll up right now for, I guess, 4 choices, 4 different countries that we could play as: the Netherlands, 2 Sicilies, the Ottoman Empire, and Japan, which of course is not on this map here. So those are the 4 choices for the patron poll. I believe Japan is currently leading, so they're the one that is most likely going to win, but 2 Sicilies is in second place, so they could be the option as well that gets the final vote. The patrons do have until Monday to vote, so I can't say exactly who we'll play as, but yeah, that's going to be the next campaign, Victoria 3, and that should start on Tuesday. So again, I do hope everybody has a fantastic weekend, that you enjoy your holidays. If you enjoyed this series here, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. If you're looking for any links, check out the description of any of our videos. You'll find links to our PayPal, Patreon, and Teespring store if you'd like to help support the channel. You also found a link to our Discord if you'd like to join our community. And finally, you'll find links to all of our social media if you'd like to follow us on those. If you're looking for anything to watch while you wait for that next series to start, then check out the front page of our channel. We have 3,000 something videos all sorted by genre. Do play a wide variety of different games and quite a bit of strategy. So if you like strategy games, then you should be able to find a series that entertain you while we wait for that patron poll to finish up. I did want to give them a good while to do the vote. I think in total they have like 5 or 6 days to vote. So yeah, we'll be starting that on Tuesday. I do hope to see you then, and thanks for watching.